Hello and welcome. Today we are in the mighty, the magnificent, the Senjo. Or I suppose we call it Zao these days. Anyway, we're in the Tier 10 Japanese heavy cruiser line. The ship that I actually mentioned during my Yoshino video. I think Zao is kind of like Yoshino, but better. Although, I suppose that depends on the context of when you're fighting. See, at long ranges, Yoshino I think is actually superior. Because she has more range by default, and she has, well, actually yeah, more range. Just more range on the guns, more range on the torpedoes, so she can engage a little bit better with things like battleships, but Zao handles way better than a Yoshino, and oh my god, there are torpedoes here. Well, I should have known this because I did get spotted early, but this is not great. Oh, but the torpedo hit like a wet noodle. It did like 6k damage, so that means what destroyers do they have? It can't be a Orage. It's obviously not the submarine because the submarines are on the other side, so it is the Jäger, which is very unfortunate because it means I must start running because we have absolutely no way to deal with a Jäger. She has such good concealment that she can easily run from me, and I really can't do anything about it. I don't have a radar to be able to deal with it.
Torpedoes astern.
So my plan here is to just keep shelling this Anhalt while I retreat. So I've been playing a little bit of the Zao along with the Hindenburg, and I do find that the two ships are actually somewhat similar. I play the Zao for the same reason that I play the Hindenburg, which is the eye in the sky skill, which allows you more scout planes. And because of that I can use the legendary upgrade on the Zao, meaning that the ship actually feels pretty good. Like, her guns are great, she does a lot of damage, her armor is not the greatest, but it seems good enough. But most importantly, Zao is really accurate. I'm pretty certain, at least it used to have a destroyer dispersion. Not cruiser one, destroyer one. Actually, I think at this point all the Japanese heavy cruisers have it, but anyway, this means that she's really accurate with the guns, even at range, and that's pretty nice to play. Basically, I'm just trying to be really annoying. Wait, that Yoshino is firing at me? Yeah, that is. Those shells are at me. Wow. From 20.7 kilometers? What does he think is gonna happen? I don't know what he's hoping for. But hitting a cruiser that's maneuvering at 20 kilometers? That just ain't happening, buddy. It ain't happening. Anyway, I'm a little too far away. It's a little unfortunate, but we'll get a bit closer. I think we're gonna swap targets to the Yoshino, because the Yoshino is actually coming closer. Which is very nice. I am unspotted, meaning the Jäger is obviously nowhere around me. And she's obviously torpedoing the Bismarck, as we can tell by the torpedoes. So, I think at this point, Yoshino has overextended already. She's too close to some of the battleships, and if she tries to run... Actually, with Bismarck going down, maybe not. Maybe she's fine. But I'm getting a little too close to the Yoshino. I'd honestly like to continue shelling her, but I think if we can take out the Anhalt, that's a bigger priority. Because we will remove a battleship's worth of guns from the match. And then we focus on the Yoshino again. Problem on this flank is that the Jäger still persists and there's very little we can do about it. We need the Z-46 to go and deal with the Jäger, like spot her and oh, wow! We landed 10 shells there, my god. I was hoping she'd still show broadside, that's why I fired AP. Should have kept firing HE, honestly. Would have probably sunk the Yoshino there, but I don't think it makes a difference. She should go down to this salvo at least. More Jäger torps. Oh, they actually did not get the Ipiranga. It was North Carolina from somewhere, and wow, only one shell landed there. That's surprising. Anyway, we are out of enemies here, so it's time to get close and find ourselves some new targets. like the Richelieu near the sea cap, which she just entered, so I'm gonna definitely go and challenge. I do have an Izumo to back me up. Unfortunately, we seem to have lost the A cap. Our submarine is... Wait, no, she's dead. I was looking at the enemy's archer fish. Well, that's unfortunate. That means we don't have anything to really contest the submarine. I do have ASW, the consumable, so technically I can absolutely screw over the submarine, but it's not very likely to happen. Wow, 7.5k damage from an HE. Damn, Zao feels really good. And I gotta wonder, is the Zao maybe better than Hindenburg? Right, because they fulfill a similar role of long-range annoyance. And Zao is more accurate. Anyway, I think we'll manage just fine against Richelieu here, as long as nobody else really, you know, gets involved and hits my broadside or something. I can just keep penning her bow, and my shells are really accurate, so this is pretty good. I also have enough armor so that if I angle, the Richelieu should not be able to go through, well, will simply bounce off of my, most of my hull. Not the superstructure though. And I think she should be able to obviously overmatch my bow. I was hoping I could take that shot. Oh well, it's fine. Wait, what is our Jaeger doing? Buddy, what are you doing? Don't YOLO like that! Just let me kill the ship. You go deal with, I don't know, somebody else. Go find the enemy Jaeger or something. Like I can deal with this battleship, you know. It's like this is the ultimate fight where I can easily win as a cruiser because I have 30mm armor plates and she can't overmatch those. But apparently we're not allowed to have those. Still spotted by the Jaeger, well, was for a bit. That was unfortunate. I suppose our Jaeger didn't lose that much HP, so it's not as bad. Gonna fire on the Cataluna here. I'm gonna get one salvo, then we're hopefully gonna be hidden again from the enemies. Oh, Los Andes is actually in range still. It was a nice salvo on the Cataluna. I was hoping for some citadels though. It's alright. I picked the Los Andes as the target instead of the Cataluna because Cataluna is angling, I mean, actively dodging. And this is actually bad news. I did not expect to run into the Bungo. She might only have 18k HP and is healing, but still, this is gonna hurt. I'm gonna try to angle, 30 degrees roughly. She still citadeled me. That's unfortunate. I lost so much HP here. Like, so much HP to this one salvo. I did not expect her to beat 12,000 damage. Wow! Wow! That's crazy! Jesus! Wait, don't tell me this Jaeger is trying to steal another one of my battleship kills? Seriously? I bled for this, and this guy takes number 2 battleship from me. Unbelievable. Instead of finding the Jaeger that's been, you know, ruining our game, she's actually dealing with the battleships that I'm dealing with. Unbelievable. Anyway, I have kind of lost hope at this point. I am down to 5.5k HP. We have a Harlem, a Jaeger that isn't dealing with the enemy Jaeger, Zao with 5k HP, and they have a fully healthy Archerfish, Jaeger, relatively healthy Belfast, Cataluna. You know what? Actually, I'll take it back. We're not quite as out of hope as I had thought. It's possible to win this, right? Los Andes is relatively low. If we can take care of the Los Andes and Gun and Lu, I think it's doable. Still have 2 heals, and I have a lot of HP I can heal. And I do have submarine surveillance, meaning that the enemy still having a submarine is not an automatic victory for them. So, yeah, especially, I mean, you saw that 12,000 damage HE salvo on the Bungo. Okay, Harlem going down this early is... it's a little unfortunate. But I think we can still fight this. At least we'll try our best, right? Obviously. So, at the time I was thinking that I shouldn't fire unless the Cataluna shows me side. But maybe I should have. I could have fired a nice HE salvo earlier there and done possibly a lot of damage. But I suppose this AP salvo giving me a citadel is also pretty valuable. Just, it wasn't as great as I had hoped. Oh, archerfish! I'm definitely taking that shot. Oh, she's completely full HP. Only 5k damage too. 11 shell hits. Man, the battleship took, what, would have taken like 11k damage from this. Meanwhile, this sub only takes 5k. A little unfair, no? Especially when she has so much HP, like, that submarine has as much HP as a destroyer. More than some destroyers, like this Jaeger has 15.9k, the sub has 21. Anyway, 2 well-placed salvos on the Cataluna should actually be able to get her down. Chances of hitting them, not as great, look, see? Only did 4k, but we do a few more of those and that's pretty decent. Okay. Belfast, right now I'd like to not fight you, but you're the only ship I can fire on at this current moment, so I'll take the shot. She is maneuvering though, which is a little annoying. But Cataluna is obviously the primary target. I am not well positioned for this. She can definitely hurt me in response, but luckily she fired HE, so we're gonna be alright. Okay, nice. Cataluna went down, good. Archerfish will be next. I'm gonna hydro preemptively. I'm gonna save the surveillance radar in case we get a little bit closer. Basically, I'm waiting for me to get spotted, right? That means the enemy submarine is on periscope depth. I don't want to use, I don't want to use it right now. I just want to save it until we're closer. Honestly, though, game's not looking great. We're still the 2 ships. Okay, I'm spotted. Oh, and there's the archerfish. Hello, buddy. Gonna drop planes. Sadly, I was hoping I could take a shot, but planes should be good enough. Oh, can I stop here and keep shelling the Los Andes without being shot? That would be nice. Okay, I went a little too far, but it's okay. Okay, so the archerfish is trying to run. I can submarine surveillance, which I'm gonna do. And with this drop, I should get her... I should make sure that she gets an oil slick. Which means that we will be able to find this archerfish for every single drop from now on. Yep, direct hit. And I guess fine, we'll shoot the... Oh, yeah, sure. Damn it, my shells don't go high enough. If I was a Hindenburg here, those shells would have gone above there. Let's drop the... Yeah, that was way too ambitious by the Jaeger, because remember, you cannot rush a submarine. Because they can just go to periscope depth and spot you, and you won't spot them. The Jaeger did take out the submarine though, but yeah, at this point, it's not gonna happen. I really needed that Jaeger. Then I could have played around the island, but with the Jaeger gone, it's not happening for certain. Man, this Kudenlu is annoying. Look at all those planes. I took a lot of damage there. Hopefully my torpedoes hit the Los Andes. Surely. Look, they're on the... Damn it. I went down too early. Maybe my torpedoes can still hit. Come on, please, 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 please. Damn. Almost, but not quite. Oh well, I mean, we still had a pretty nice game. 194k damage. We didn't sink any ships because the Jaeger just kept stealing them. He stole the Richelieu, the Bungo, and the submarine. But you know what? You get a compliment anyway for being there at the end. And this enemy Jaeger absolutely deserves that compliment. I think he was instrumental in winning this match. Without that Jaeger, we would have held our flank easily. And yeah, I think that enemy Jaeger was really, really instrumental. And really, one of our destroyers should have gone and dealt with him. But look at how much I tanked. Look how many different ships that is. Like, most of the enemy team. And 2.3 million potential damage. Battleship Zao, anyone? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support. And would you like to see more Zao? And I hope I'll see you guys next time.